I'm Rocco and I own Rocco's Pizza here in Portland, Oregon, at the corner of 10th and Southwest Burnside, right across from Powell's Books, which is nationally known as the largest independent bookseller in the world.
How long have you been here?
We've been here almost 13 years. We opened up March 4th, 1993.
You're kind of on a corner.
That's why people know us. We're in a triangular building. You can't miss us. We get 250,000 vehicles driving by here every single day. So people don't know the name. They know there's a pizza shop right across from Powell's on Burnside. We've been here for almost 13 years. When we first opened up, we were the only place down here. It was still pretty rough. You know, you still had the tougher elements out on the street, and at that point Pearl hadn't even been developed. It was the Blitz Weinhardt Brewery just 2 blocks up, and those guys were running 24/7 as far as making the beer. So at that time we stayed open till 4 a.m. on Fridays and Saturdays, so we'd get them here at 2, 3 a.m. in the morning for a lunch break in the midnight shift. And that was always nice. So, I mean, a lot of times we were sitting outside in chairs, you know, drinking pop, trying to sell pizza by the slice. Probably took us, I'd say, about the 2nd or 3rd month things started picking up. People got to know us.
So when you say yes, did your family get involved in this as well?
Well,
Do you have partners?
It was just me, but my parents, who are both deceased now, were the original ones who opened up Giovanni's Pizza in Beaverton, and then Denacola's Pizza on Powell, where my sister, she owns it now. But my folks have been in the pizza business for almost 25, well, they were 25 years. They opened in 1975, and then they just passed away, both of them, in 2003. So, yep, I've been in the pizza business for a while.
I guess it's in your blood.
Yeah, well, yay, nay, who knows. That I was in the service before I came out here and getting the pizza. I did a little stint with the National Security Agency back at Fort Meade, so that was interesting, but not as interesting as pizza. So, yeah.
And from my personal experience, it's some of the best pizza I've had, and the biggest slices. I mean,
oh yeah,
why is it so big?
We take a 19-inch pie, cut it into 8 pieces, and that's the slice. It's because we make everything by hand. We do our dough and our sauce daily, and we got our costs pretty well controlled, and we're not looking to retire rich. We're just, you know, looking to make a decent living. And people, if you sell them a good product and you give it to them for a reasonable price, they're always going to come back. So, and that's what we try to do. When we first opened up, the slices were like $1 a piece, and for a long time they were cheap, and that's what, you know, besides being good and large and cheap, that really gave us our edge as far as by the slice place. And then being one of the only 2 that were doing by the slice at the time, that's us and Escape from New York, more places have come along and have been doing it since then. So, and more competition, but the nice thing is we've developed a good regular clientele, and we get people from all over the country.
So do you deliver?
Yeah, we deliver within a 2-mile radius around the store. One of the things we first did when we opened up was we tried all different types of pizza, peanut butter and jelly. We did a fruit pizza with chocolate and whipped cream. I mean, it was crazy stuff, but people appreciated it. We had a pesto pie that was topped with 10 different vegetables. And slowly we kind of worked that down to the 12 pizzas we have now that we revolve around in our slice bin. So, but like I said, people, you know, people have their taste. They may say they want to try something different, but it always comes back down to mushroom olive, Canadian bacon, pineapple, pepperoni, cheese, salami, pepperoni, sausage, which is our meat combo. We call it our death. You know, red death.
Now the crust, it's big, it's thick, yet it's crunchy and it's tasty. I mean, what are you doing with the crust?
There's a few things we add to it. They're all natural, but they give it a little more of a flavor and an ability. And the fact that we do make it fresh every day, it allows it to grow better. I mean, the yeast is able to operate more. I mean, a lot of places, and you know, the big chains, they refrigerate it, they put it in trucks, they truck it around, and they let it sit in the refrigerator for 24 hours after it's frozen, so that it thaws out, and then then it's real easy to throw in the air and spin because it's cold. You know, you need to do that with the fresh dough, and the only reason you throw it in the air and spin fresh dough is to get the air out of it, and that's easy enough to do nowadays with the new rollers they have and stuff like that. And we used to toss when we first opened up, but after a while people aren't expecting that so much as they want to get their money's worth. Give them a good pie and they're happy when they leave here. You know, we're all happy. Money in my pocket, food in their belly, and you know, they come back and I go to the bank every now and then.
Okay, and then you also have drinks. Do you have sodas
oh, yeah,
on tap, and then you also have beer? Do you have micro beer?
Yeah, we carry a couple micro brews. Mere Pond, it's Deschutes Brewery. We've had Widmer here before. We like to change it up every now and then. The one thing we've learned is people will drink whatever beer you have, it's the pie they're coming for. So we try to introduce some of the more seasonal microbrews every now and then so people get a flavor, you know, get to taste a little bit of everything. As far as the pop, we're one of the top sellers for Coke products in downtown Portland. Again, that comes from being across from Powell's, because they'll run 3,000 people a day through there easily. And so 80% of our business is walk-in traffic.
Single slices, or?
We do quite a bit of delivery, but that's mostly corporate delivery, where we'll have a business like, say, US West, well, Quest now, will order 10, 15, 20 pies at a time, or some of the gas companies, or organizations that, you know, want to feed 50 to 100 people, but mostly, yeah, most of our business
now, is that off-site? Because I don't see a lot of bicycle riders.
Yeah, no, that's off-site. That's off-site, yeah. Yeah, we've done different kind of deliveries and found that using a car is the best way for us at this point, because for most of our deliveries, they are large deliveries where you're talking 3 or 4 pies at a time. Now, I know some places down here use bicycles, and that's great, but it's kind of hard to, you know, you're carrying 30 pie, or not 30 pie, but 30 pounds worth of pizza somewhere. It's kind of difficult to put it on the bike and make sure it gets there hot and fresh.
That's true. So what do you want to be doing in 5 years, 10 years from now?
Probably the same thing I'm doing now. I'm pretty happy. I don't look to expand. Everything's paid for, and
it's a good business.
It's a good business, yeah.
Okay, so do you have a theme song or anything for Rocco's?
Theme song for Rocco. We do say we give the biggest slices at the best prices. I guess that's about as themey as we get. That's our